here's yellow. Something about this drippy stuff. Right? I checked the weather. This is leaving at 7 o'clock the moment we're getting our first shot off, and then it's not raining until 11:30. I checked 4 times. Let it rain, let it get it out of its system. Make it Rick, how the hell are you, boss? Okay, so, you know, I was really stressed out about the weather, and you know, I don't even care anymore. Like, I think it might actually make it creepier. We planned on getting our first shot at I think 7:30, getting everything ready for 7 o'clock, and at 6:48 that day of shooting, it's still raining. It's still raining at 6:48, 12 minutes before we have to film. I hate weather. I'm quite confident in everything. I know my crew's the best in the world. My cast is great, script's good, location's amazing. Let's have some fun. We're making a movie. Come on. Do it. My name is Jacob Fair. I am the writer and director of Lure and the head of Fair Film Productions. Lure is a short concept film that I wrote that really is a father and son story at its core. It follows Stephen on his final day on Earth after giving something up for his son until this day of reckoning comes for Stephen. Yeah, everyone's here. All right, I gotta work with the cast now. Hello, everybody. Rishabh, hello, buddy. What's going on?
Hi, my name is Rishabh Marai. I am the co-writer and the editor for the short film Lure. There's this guy named Jacob who was way too loud, talked way too much, but was also one of the most passionate and driven people I had ever met. His love for film was so infectious and continues to be so infectious that we ended up working together on a short film called Ripples of Remorse, which was our final thesis film in school. And it was such a wonderful working relationship we were able to develop. And I knew from that experience, from making that short film with him, that we should keep working together. It works, and we can do really good things together.
This is the greatest shirt of all time.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much for coming, by the way, buddy. Welcome. Have you saw inside? Help yourself to any food you want, this and that, and yeah, we're shooting right over here. Yeah. Kyle, good to see you, buddy.
Yeah. No, it was great. It was great. And then I put the 1K behind, just split them.
I was really lucky to have my number one choice for both characters be available, be interested, and just be amazingly talented actors, because I think what they brought to the film it speaks for itself. I have to go through this fire stuff.
See, I can do it. You said that you don't mind if we're not married to every single little word. So I've taken a couple of the sentences in there, and it's just become comfortable to say them right now. Just slightly different phrasing, but it's exactly the same.
So everyone feels like you've got 10 feet of makeup on.
There we go. Now talk to me in a couple hours after I've been standing in the rain for a little bit.
Yeah. Well, hopefully the rain stops.
It's gonna stop.
It's going to.
In good shape. Pretty.
Where's our...
Amazing, sir.
Thank you.
Let's do it.
How you feeling, Jacob?
I'm ready as ever, man.
Still raining?
Don't ask me that fucking question. I hate the rain so much. It's like...
No, unless it's dry out.
The weather, man. It's the bane of my existence. It really is. I'm not worried. We checked the radar for a 15th time, and I looked at the cloud over the grid or whatever, and it's at 7:30. Nothing. I can't show that I'm nervous or that I'm anxious or that it's destroying my insides, but it was. So I had to pretend it will absolutely stop at 7 o'clock. I keep checking the weather, and the weather is saying what I'm saying to everyone else. The weather will stop at 7 o'clock, and I'm not going to change my vision. This is what I want to achieve. The weather will have to accommodate to that. I'm gonna have a panic attack here, Adam.
I think for arms.
If it's not about lighting, then I'd like to light now. If that's okay.
Fair. Do you light?
Yep.
All right.
Thanks.
I want my audience to suffer. I really want them to be on the edge of their seat. I want them to obviously care. I want my audience to really be on the edge of their seat. I want them to be glued. I want them, every shot, I want them to lean forward a bit more. With new information that we give, with the performances that we give, I really think that I want to command your attention.
You're curating this experience for people to have the best emotional reaction as possible.
I had an affinity for horror as a kid. It was always my favorite genre. And horror just always, I don't know, it always excited me in a way that other genres couldn't. But it was fun, and it really pushed me to love, appreciate, and want to make horror movies.
I was always kind of scared of horror films, but it was only later on in film school that I really do think it was after I watched The Lighthouse by Robert Eggers, which is my favorite film of all time. It's when I realized what horror can be. It can be slasher, it can be apocalypse, it can be supernatural, but it can also be very subtle, and it can be just in the tone, and horror can be so much more than maybe what people kind of pigeonhole it into being.
I'm a bit superstitious because I thought the rain would wash us out for a while, and before we got to set, my dad gave me this necklace I'm actually wearing right now. This was my grandfather's, and it's a good luck charm. And he gave it to me saying it would give us good luck on the shoot. I'm very grateful for it, and I really believe that because of this and my grandfather, who, by the way, the cottage was his favorite place in the entire world too. I think he was looking down on us that day, and he really wanted this movie to be made the way it was. The rain stopped, and my fear went away, and so much hope, I think, filled me in that moment because I was genuinely scared. I didn't tell anyone, I didn't confess or confide into anyone how genuinely nervous I was, but sometimes the weather is the weather, and we needed that scene. And that was probably the only moment in the film where I was genuinely nervous and didn't know what to do besides pray to God that the rain would stop. And it did exactly what we wanted to, and I'm so grateful it did. Cut. That was
Great, thanks,
dude.
guys.
That was so fucking good. Holy shit. That was great. Do we want to do
Let's go
playback
tighter.
on the last one, or you want to move on?
Tighter. Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's move on then. Copy that.
Making movies is hard. It's a very, very difficult thing to accomplish, and so we might as well have fun doing it. I think that's something every person on the crew appreciated, myself included, of just, you know, we're making a movie, let's have a good time.
And a lot of film people stick together, and when you help someone out, they'll help you out. And so I was able to really create a team that wanted to be there and that just did the best that they could. Now, moving to the feature, that's a bigger endeavor than the short, of course. We have made, obviously, a short concept film to support the feature. So we're very proud and excited that this short concept film will get, hopefully, the audience, investors, producers, anyone who likes this genre, but also just likes a good story, to see this, see that we can make a really high production value, tell a really professional, effective story with little to no money, and then the idea is, imagine if we had even some money.
How much can we silence this generator?
If anyone has sound blankets, I built a structure. All we have to do is cover the structure.
We're not fixing it in post.
Come on, we'll fix it in
We're not
post.
fixing it
I
in post.
had this whole spiel about
Who is
fixing
the
it
post?
in prep.
Who is the post?
Away from the camera?
Yeah.
Like you personally, like your gear?
Yeah.
Okay. Where were you? Sorry.